This is my video response to the APWH trade simulation reflection. I have my computer right here, so that's what we'll be looking at. The first question was, looking back on the simulation, what region did our group occupy and what strategy was the most effective in producing a profit? We were in group 2, so we were in the Mediterranean Roman Empire sort of region, which means we had access to a lot of places. We had Unit 3 with the Silk Road, Unit 4, Unit, I believe it was 5, so we were able to get a ton of resources, and we had Unit 1 trapped. Because of that, we had a lot of Unit 1 sitting there and trading with other people. But the most effective way to produce a profit was generally to get as much of dye as we could, since it was our most valuable resource. So if we could make one-to-one trades for dye, for the best was olive oil, but even wool or other ×2 resources would have been worth it. So we tried to do that. So I tried to do that as much as possible, and I think that's what made the most profit. The second one was, what other themes, political, cultural, social, environmental, technological, impacted your ability to trade? How is this representative of the dangers inherent in the real-life classical and pre-classical trade networks? We were impacted by pretty much every single one because of the various different events that were occurring. We had Buddhism traveling down the Silk Road. We had multiple times where we can make a lot of extra money due to war, technology advancing. Sometimes we'd be locked out of different areas because of environmental effects like hurricanes or Third was, how did geographic location impact our ability to trade? We were pretty well situated in the middle, so we were able to trade with pretty much everybody. So we had a great spot. We did try to exploit Region 1, which it did work a little bit, but really the biggest impact was that we had them there forever. Generally, the area would have impacted the actual regions there, which would be the Mediterranean area of Rome and such, by allowing for a lot of different trade with a lot of different regions, allowing for a giant accumulation of different goods, which gets a lot of wealth in the area. Question 4 was it more profitable to carry a wide array of goods or focus on acquiring a few specialized goods? Generally, it was more profitable to acquire the most valuable good rather than to get a ton of different ones, because it was just a lot harder to trade those away for our most valuable good. But if we just went for the more valuable goods, we generally made a higher profit. Question 5 is, in general, summed up in a single sentence or two, what did I learn about real-life classical and post-classical from this simulation? Before I actually give the summary, I'd just like to sort of lay it out. I learned a lot of how the environment really impacted the different trade routes, how you would have to trade and go and talk to different places, how when things travel down roads, they pass between different traders, so it gets more and more valuable. But mainly what I learned is that it was a lot bigger of a network than I originally thought. I really thought you would have this, and then you had people trading like here and here and here. But in reality, it's more like you could trade from here, up in France, and all the way over here in China. They would eventually, goods would interchange between them. So in a single sentence, I would say, from this trade simulation, I learned that the trade in the classical and post-classical era was much larger and more expansive than I had originally imagined it being. Sorry if I sounded a little nervous. I'm not great at this. Thank you.